What is going on, guys? We are back with another video today, and we're in our Steelers Superstar Series, episode 10, going up against the Cardinals. And this team's starting to get really good, as we're now an 87 overall. Yes, the premise of losing a player does hurt the team, but it's getting harder and harder to lose when you keep gaining these types of players. And of course, if you've seen the spin last week, we got Clowney, and we got a 94 overall edition of Clowney. Obviously, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you're new to the series, maybe start from the beginning, but in case you don't want to, this series is where we start off with a bunch of low overalls from a fantasy draft. We got to choose one player every 5 rounds. We started with Tyreek, then we had Fields, and then I think we went with, was it Pitts, maybe? I'm not 100% sure, but of course, Wagner, Donald, Clowney, Davenport, King, Aaron Jones. Those are the types of players, of course, Marpet, Brooks. Those are the players that we gained through winning. But obviously, if we lose, we will have to roll for one of these players and lose them. Of course, we keep Fields no matter what. We keep Tyreek no matter what. Pitts we keep no matter what. Aaron Jones we keep no matter what. And the Javelin, Guidry we keep. But everyone else is completely free of charge. Well, not free of charge, but anyone could have them if they beat us. This is what Clowney looks like. Unstoppable force, under pressure, and edge threat. The ratings are as follows. Pretty fair stuff. As far as, you know, a 94 overall goes, he doesn't really look like one. I try to keep it as fair as possible, but he's still really good. And as far as Donald, we could have given him just the OPest ability ever, which would have been inside stuff. But he gets out Toro, which is what he normally would have, and then he keeps Blitz. So pretty much the normal Aaron Donald playing DT. Of course, we got to advance the week to see, I mean, what kind of game we're going to be having. I don't know what their record is. And do we have a breakout? Which, once again, the answer is no. The Cardinals. I will say, we've been kind of blessed with playing some pretty bad teams, at least win-loss ratio-wise, as far as player of the week goes. Bobby Wagner, 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown with 5 tackles. The sliders are tough. We're just playing tough. All right, let's take a look at that Arizona Cardinals team, and then after that, we'll have some upgrades. Ryan Tannehill, do not need him. Hines, probably don't need him. Tyler Lockett, DJ Moore, could use a new wide receiver. Could put those guys on the list. Jack Doyle, you know, sure-handed, but definitely not very good. Left side of the line, young, but obviously low overall. Right side of the line, more veterans, except for the right tackle, who's probably the worst right tackle that's starting in the league. DN's not really much to work with. DJ Reader could be on the list. TJ Watt. We don't really need any more pass rushers. CJ Mosley, Jalen Smith, JC Jackson could be a nice addition. Minka Fitzpatrick is definitely the number 1 guy on our list. Let's get those upgrades in and let's get it going. Of course, Kyle Pitts, a guy that we love to throw the ball to, getting a vertical threat upgrade. Only 4 points, but I mean, +4 to route running, which is obviously really nice. And then Tyreek Hill, already 99 overall. We're going to go with a slot upgrade to get some of those catching ratings up. 2 to catch, 1 to catch in traffic. Really solid stuff. All right, here we are in what would appear to be our home stadium. Actually, it is, probably. No, it's not. Both teams have the same kind of roof, don't they? Okay. Roof. I think it's a roof, but a roof. Who let the dogs in? Really. Looking at the matchup, obviously their team is nowhere near as good as ours, for a good reason. But even if it wasn't for all these added players, I still wouldn't think they were that much better, because they honestly don't have that great of a team. They have a bunch of guys that are kind of like slightly above average. They don't really have any like superstars outside of what? TJ Watt. You can maybe argue Minka Fitzpatrick, but you know, there's no like super like crazy talented player on their team where you're just completely fearing them for the game. Of course, they are forced to return this. Travis Etienne on the return, getting a nice chunk of yardage, considering it didn't look like they were going to gain anything for a moment there as the Cardinals offense goes out there. Ryan Tannehill, what's the season? Wow. Not very good start for Ryan Tannehill. I thought, he'd probably be a pretty safe bet, right? He'd be decent. What is this? Well, hello. Excuse me. What is the formation here? Good job, Clowney, but like, please, no thank you. All right, they hurried up on us, so we're stuck with this formation again, which it didn't really hurt us too much. And Clowney absolutely destroys him. Tannehill's kicking the ball back. He can't recover. He finally gets a hold of it, and they lose 21 yards. And yes, this is probably the thumbnail, and yes, it looks like he's looking for some treasure in Clowney's back pocket, but I mean, that's such a good play. I gotta make that the thumbnail probably. But EA loves to make it where players are just reaching into each other's bodies, you know, just trying to snatch some organs. And is that Clowney again? No way. I actually, because I knew this was going to probably happen, I actually increased their pass block sliders. Because I knew this was going to happen, which is, you know, kind of begs the question of what's the point. But yeah, I don't want this to happen 24/7. Like, sheesh. Oh, there goes Isaiah Rodgers. I mean, it's not even our superstars coming alive here. Well, I mean, Clowney, obviously. But yeah, Isaiah Rodgers to the 29. I mean, this is literally a walk-in-the-park score. Of course, Fields getting better as the weeks go on, as he's also gaining better players as the weeks go on. Could go to Pitts. Going to go quick throw. He probably should have went to Pitts. Quick throw to Aaron Jones. Is that going to be a loss? How many yards backwards do you want to go, buddy? Larry Fitz definitely slowed down since the season kind of started, but from time to time. You know what? You know what? And Fitz isn't going to try to go for that. It's a little overthrown, but he's got to go for that. Actually, let's run this Texas route. Pretty clutch. It's kind of like a crossing pattern as well. Quick throw. I mean, well, he's short. I thought he was easily going to get that really good run up, but for the one, you got to go for it. Shovel option. They actually kind of look like they have this red because TJ Watt looks like he's coming for us all day. And he's not even going to get to Fields. Fields just takes off. He was just kind of hesitating because, you know, there were so many options. I get it, but you got to commit. That's awful. He just gets left in the dust. Let's run it inside with Aaron Jones. And Aaron Jones slips it right into the hole. That's what she said, and a score ensues. Alrighty, they're already facing a 3rd and 4. Can we see some magic again? Oh, it's a screen pass, and they probably have this covered, and I think he's got it, right? First down and 10, of course. I thought he was just going to burn us for the first down, but he made it very interesting by slowing down there. We kind of caught up, and there goes Bobby. Oh, we missed hard. Oh, we missed hard again. As they're going to make something happen finally for a gain of like 15 to lock it. Ironically enough, though, both wide receivers are kind of similar types. So, you know, we could use a wide receiver, but you know, I'm not super stoked. But obviously, we got to win the game first. You know, we look really strong out the gate, obviously. The pass rush was crushing them. Definitely slowed down since then, but still applying quite a bit of it. Into the outside, another first down, Lockett heating up. Tannehill in that connection to him starting to work a bit. All right, Davenport, I forgot you even existed. Let's see if you actually do exist. Come on. And he does. Run right up the middle. Probably should have just tossed it back over, but yeah, it's a read situation. Speaking of read situations, looks like one. And they're going to throw it to the outside, and I would have loved Norman to leave it. Come on, give us the hit. Clowney's winning. Clowney forces it, and somehow it's caught. What the hell is that effort? Good play. That was insane. Of course, likely for them to get their first points on the board. That's insane. How the hell did they get that off? Clowney absolutely crushing them at the moment. I know they're bringing players up, but I don't really have an audible here that's going to... I mean... Nah, I'm going to still just run it. A double juke! And Aaron Jones is off to the races. All the way down to the 47. Thought we were going to get hit in the hole there, and we didn't. Got out there one-on-one and obviously crushed that guy. And there we go. Touch pass to Schwartz. I like it. A lot of speed there for Schwartz. And he is going to just barely get out there and get about 4 or 5. I don't know how I feel about this, to be honest. Yeah, you got to hand that off. They're reading Tyreek there. But we get a first down. A lot of misdirections this week. Definitely keeping them off balance. And Pitts could be like a quick throw read here. He is, but he's not that open as Schwartz is. Schwartz gets it to the 16. Fields looking pretty sharp. Of course, the first quarter is already gone, which is insane, but goes by. Screen pass to Jones. They're not really on it. Good blocking to the outside, and Jones down to the 1. Second effort by TJ Watt to hold them out of the end zone. Goal line Najee Harris, and it's a good idea in theory, but might be a busted play. And there goes TJ making a really good play there. We lose 4. I mean, it's not the worst call in the world, right? Like, you expect You see Najee in the game for the first time at the goal line at the 1. You're thinking straight up the middle. That freezes the team, especially on the outside. And Aaron Jones gets stopped again. Gains 3, but still technically a stop. All right, Slanter trying to keep it a little more simple here. Corner fade maybe to Larry, and if Schwartz isn't open off the snap, and he is. Touchdown Schwartz. I don't know what that defense is, but 2 really good plays, and then they choke. 2nd and 13. It's going to be a screen pass, and he's just going to barely get it off, and Donald's going to take him down for a loss of 9. Arizona was looking really good, and now they're just, I don't even know. They're just taking too long. They don't believe in the plays, I feel. All right, Clowney time. And Clowney may be too OP, but nobody's in sight on Lockett. How is that the one guy we're leaving open? That's like the one guy that's actually doing something. Whereas that will knock Clowney out of the zone on top of it. Browning in coverage on Hines, I believe. Oh, we just got absolutely destroyed by our own guy. But, of course, Jamin Davis comes up. It's really strange that their 2 receivers are slot-type kind of receivers. Then their 2 running backs are, like, receiving back types. It's like you'd think you'd want a little bit of variety, no? Oh, that is so... You can't even blame Browning on that. That should have been picked. What a job by Doyle to pretty much out-muscle him there. I really thought... I mean, he was out in front of that. Did he just miss the timing? I didn't know what happened there, but okay. It's going to be a blitz, and Hines going to slip off, but of course, all the help in the world. Josh Norman, the old man, containing the outside. All right, Redwine. Brought the blitz, and look at the play up the middle by Bobby. Really surprised that Hines held on to the ball there. All right, Donald, let's see it. It's man coverage, buddy. Donald forcing the issue, cannot get through, and that could be a first down. And it is huge hit by Norman, but it doesn't matter because they get the first. This is decent timing for us to make something happen, but obviously you don't want to pressure it too much, and then all of a sudden, instead of the lead at half, you've given up the lead. And Clowney with his 3rd of the day. I mean, you do have to figure they have a 67 overall right tackle. But, I mean, this is ridiculous. Inside and right has got to get them. I mean, I guess he's stripping the ball there. It's not the worst call. Got all the help in the world. And I'd like to drop more into coverage here, but, I mean, the pressure has worked, so why not go with it? Another screen. And Davenport gets locked up, but it doesn't matter as this defense is swarming. Tannehill hasn't missed much, but he also hasn't hit the throws he needs to. Gotta like the play calling so far today, though. Definitely throwing them off quite a bit. Tyreek going against Minka, but obviously a bit bigger of a deep threat receiver than Larry at this point in their careers. And there, that's not really going to get you much. 4 yards. Ooh, Pitts could be dangerous here. Enough time to put a wheel or a curl over on Hill. Actually, no, that's just reset because obviously Jones is there too. This is a really good looking play. And you got to Pitts. I don't know if he has the speed. Does he? And he does. Minka absolutely took the bait. And Pitts, who is so good at scoring from those deep situations, does it again. 3rd and 6. They're the ones that call the timeout, which is really debatable. As Clowney is going to force almost number 4. Apparently they're going to catch it. I don't believe he did. Are they looking to give up yet another touchdown right before half? As Isaiah Rodgers tries to do something with it. Yeah, not going to do anything too crazy. Just in case, because obviously we're in a pretty good coast situation. I say that and we throw it up. It's got a little handsy there, but, you know, not going to call it. And Nico Collins is pretty open there, even though the receiver that's supposed to block for him decided to go near the line of scrimmage. Aaron Jones, I'm not even sure we're going to actually get this off to him. It's not a bad screen call, actually. And nobody's going to block for him, but he doesn't need it. Aaron Jones won a beat. Can't do it. Should have maybe went out of bounds, but down to the 28. You see that single back set, you're thinking, hey, maybe they're just going to try to run the ball, sit down on it. Why not throw a screen? And Pitts is tall. And that is just severely underthrown. Probably an unnecessary risk, but 6'6". Try to go to Pitts. You know, it happens. Of course, there's nothing really to see for the halftime stuff because we're just smoking them. Of course, going to try to continue more of the same in the second half here. As TJ Watt really does something there. Sends us all the way out of bounds, basically, and we lose a yard. Kind of sucks to lose Fields. Pretty much near perfect game so far. But what can you do? As Fields got a chance to run, and he's got a lot of room. He tries to break a tackle. It is worth the try. 20 yards gain. Up the middle, they look like they have this completely covered. But once again, we're trying to waste a little bit of clock here as well. Pretty good blocks now. Gains about 5. Back to the bubble. I mean, they look like they're bringing a lot of pressure, so you never know. Like I said, you never know as they're going to leave that wide. Somehow Schwartz gets hit. Really good agility, though, to slip it to the 38. Halfback dive. Something more we would like to see here and there. Gives Jones an option. And he always makes the right call. To the 27. I mean, I don't think this is going to work, but why not? He gains about 4.5, 5. I mean, Jones is kind of a small guy. I'm surprised we're not seeing more physicality from the tacklers against him. We've seen this earlier. Let's try it. And that is a perfect time ball, and Schwartz will walk in. What a block by Fitz. Nobody can stop us. And the best part is, I mean, the reason why we're so good isn't even necessarily all the players we gained. Like, Tyreek's an original. Schwartz is an original. Pitts is an original. Najee was doing just as well as Jones. I mean, I do like Jones in the receiving game, but it wasn't that big of a gain for us. The lockdown defense, now that's a completely different story. That is entirely the players we've gained. Clowney off the edge, and he's chasing him. He's not going to get there, though. Oh, he's not going to get there at all because no one's going to get there. A little bit of life out of Arizona. Hines, who was basically 1 for 1 yards per carry, gains about 40 on that one. I mean, it's not over. It's definitely not over, especially if they can put up a touchdown here. They have to put up a touchdown here, though, as the inside has just been completely dead for them. Where the hell's my boy Marlon, by the way? Why is Odigizua? And picked off by Wagner. It's over. If we can get out of the 2-yard line, it's over. You can't do that. I get it. It's really tough. This team is playing God tier, but you can't do that. That's just a loss. Like, have you seen how good the offense is? I mean, you're sure as hell not going to win off of a couple of takeaways for touchdowns, so you're going to have to put up some points at some point, right? As Fields just going to run with it. Pick up a block. We try to slide. Maybe we don't want the slide as Fields slips off to the 23. Of course, very surprised they didn't fumble. To be fair, both teams have had some situations where I thought it was going to be a fumble and it wasn't. And Aaron Jones gains about 7. I mean, Aaron Jones is insanely good. He's definitely better than Najee by a mile, but the way we were playing with Najee, you know, it wasn't like there's a huge difference in technical production. But obviously, I'd rather have Aaron Jones by a long shot. As Schwartz is pretty open. He's going to catch it and then take it some distance. He's just so fast. Sometimes deceptively fast. Like, he just runs like he's just in one motion, so you can't really tell how fast he is. He's just going. He's just got one speed, and it's just speed. It's not a bad play call. Kind of depends on how they cover it, though. Pitts is pretty open. Pitts tries to cut inside. Not great. Not really that good of a game for Pitts in general. Well, he had that one big 71-yarder, which accounts for basically a whole game's worth, but consistency-wise, definitely not up to par. And there goes Nico, and he scores! Oh, my Lord, this Cardinals team is just... They're fully juiced out. Let's see if Arizona can make it, you know, respectable. As Bobby Wagner pushes it. I mean, if Bobby Wagner's rushing in, we have 5 on the line. How are they not making that read faster? That's 6 players. It's so bad. A lot is the play calling from them. It seems like they keep trying to attack the middle when the middle just hasn't been there. Attack Norman. I don't know. Something. Ironically enough, there's the middle. They like we're coming in the house, which we are coming with some pressure to the outside. I mean, that's just not going to gain you much, right? Javelin's been very, very silent today, but there's not really been much for any of these guys to really do. Clowney in coverage. Oh, we try to go for the freaking play. Tries to knock down Norman on that one. His pass rush is filth. Well, we get locked up on that one, though. Hey, the Javelin. Come on. Marvin Jones coming up big on these kind of unexpected plays. Yeah, there's Marlon. Inside, they're going to gain the first down exactly to the 10. All right, Aaron Donald. Over the middle, and they just, I mean, what is that accomplishing? 40 seconds for 2 yards. Down 3-4 possessions. I'm going to make it easy on them. I'm going to blitz them out of their mind. And, I mean, they did it, right? They got it. I simmed the kickoff, but apparently they got it. I don't know how odd, like what the odds are on that, but who cares? Another screen. What are the odds on a screen? And we may have picked that as Odigizua getting involved now. I will say, if he's going to celebrate like that, I hope he doesn't get involved much more in the future. I mean, I get it, right? The pressure's kind of getting there, but at some point, you gotta play it deeper. Their right tackle situations definitely cost them, though. They got to get more running backs in there or something. Yeah, good moves, but, like, look where you are. You're going out of bounds. That's why you're burning us, so we just don't expect you to make such stupid plays there. Aaron Donald up the middle can't get it done, and oh, no, and Tannehill misses it. Oh, my Lord, this team is awful. Oh, well, another one of the books. Give us a new player. Hopefully Minka. I wonder if teams, like, see us coming, and they're like, I don't know how they keep doing it, but, like, I've seen that they're, like, one of the better players on each team is gone to that team after they play him. I can't wait. They're like, please save us. Aaron Jones needs 1 yard for 100 yards on the game. Let's give it to him. Oh, he gets a lot more, but he does fumble. Really good strip attempt, but obviously it doesn't matter. All the opportunities they had, onside kick, fumble there. Awful. And a pick by Baron Brown. He was close on one earlier. He gets his revenge on his hands, I guess. I don't know. And obviously we win the game. A bit of a short one, as, I mean, the Cardinals had no answer. So obviously tons of completions, tons of first downs on the ground. Really no resistance at all. And obviously they actually completed a very high percentage of passes. But the problem is each pass was about 2-3 yards in the air at most, which led to literally no scoring at all. As you can see, we had double their yards per play, like triple their score. Obviously, it helped setting the tone with Clowney. I would say with Donald as well, who had a good game, but Clowney was just another level. Obviously, that right tackle is just garbage there. I almost feel like we should give them our right tackle after we take someone off their team because, man, they need the help there. That is so bad. But let's take a look at the numbers. Obviously, we threw that pick before half, but I think it was worth the risk. You know, you have a 6'6" Fields. I know it's Minka, but you know, you're not really going to get many opportunities to get in that spot. It's pretty much going to be a field goal drive, so why not take the shot? It's just probably a little bit of a late throw and just didn't get it up high enough. Tannehill was awful. Jones was really solid. Najee, let's not talk about. Fields was good on the ground. Schwartz, 110 with 2 touchdowns. Lockett was really good for them. Look at Hines, 8 for -6 with all those stupid predictable screens. Jones for 62, Pitts for 76. Did Tyreek not have a single catch? Wow, that's surprising. Goes off for like, what, 200, and then he doesn't get a single catch. Clowney with 4 sacks. Odigizua with 1. We had a lot of pressures, in fairness, but those guys had the actual stats. Bobby Wagner with a pick, Browning with a pick, and Minka with a pick. Kicking. Didn't have a single field goal. What a simple day for Harrison Butker. Gotta love it. And, I mean, that's pretty much it. Ooh, Justin Fields with an upgrade. What do we need? Medium stuff. I think we need Scrambler to be... Oh, we lost a scheme fit. We sold. Give us a speed. Woo! We got a speed. Totally worth it. No selling here at all. 92 speed. Fast man. Fast man indeed. And then we have a bunch of upgrades that are kind of random. Obviously, good players, important players, but you know, nothing to get you out of bed. Mr. The Javelin. Mr. The Javelin. Zone coverage upgrade gets him a speed +2 to zone. He's 97. Speed upgrades for everyone. Let's go Baron Browning next, because he would be the guy I would want a speed upgrade for next, because he's a linebacker. O-line doesn't matter as much. Speed! Damn it. Let's go with the tackles. Not that great at tackles, so I'm surprised we get as much time as we do. Of course, insane guards, which probably are, you know, picking every once in a while or giving a little shimmy that side, but yikes, upgrades. But obviously, time to steal a player. Here we are with our favorite time, kind of, maybe, the wheel spin. We have some names on there. I don't think we necessarily need TJ Watt, but I feel like a lot of Steelers fans and TJ Watt fans would be kind of mad if we didn't include him. As far as what we need and what we want the most, it's obviously hands down that man, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Outside of that, though, I'd probably say Zeitler, maybe Reader. Did I spell it right? I can't tell. It's spinning. It's very confusing. Of course, if you guys are new to the wheel spins, we kind of wing it a little bit. So like a guy like TJ Watt, if we rolled, would be a 91 to 99 because he's such a good overall. But if we got Reader, he would probably be anywhere from an 82 to an 89 or something like that, just so he has a chance to actually go up in overall, but also could drop. He would be a superstar, but realistically, the only guys that have a chance to go to X Factor for me would probably be Minkah, Lockett, obviously Watts, and that's probably it, honestly. I can't think of any of the other guys that would, be high enough. Obviously, we'll be winging it as usual, but we'll always make it pretty fair. Regardless, let's get into the spin. Let's do it. Okay, thank you. Come on, Minkah. Come on, Minkah. Where's Minkah? J.C. Jackson, and yeah, I mean, we could use him. We could definitely use him. He's an 85, so I would say probably 83 to 92. Just so he's not super OP, we're actually going to do 83 to 90. No chance to go to X Factor, but we'll be a superstar no matter what. We're going to spin it. Let me know. You guys probably already let me know, and I've been slacking in the comments this last week, but let me know if you guys think we should, kind of scramble the numbers. It is kind of cool to see once it slows down. It's like, oh, there's no chance at this, but I like it. Whatever works. Doesn't matter. And we see, no, not the lowest one. Okay, 84 overall, which I believe is actually one lower than what he actually is. And the crowd here is just, they're loving it. Oh, man. But, of course, we will have him for the next episode where we face against the Jets. Is it even possible for teams to beat us now when even Josh Norman has been replaced where, we just don't even really need it? I'm going to keep trying to make the sliders tougher. Also, I don't know if this would have been a Monday upload or a Tuesday upload, and by saying Monday, I mean today. It's because I don't know how trash the franchise notes are going to be for EA's Gridiron notes. If they're good enough, it might be a standalone day. If not, it'll be a Monday upload. The reason why I mention it is because if it's a Monday upload, maybe follow the streams. Twitch.tv/Jeromepkr. We'll have a stream tonight at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Unless this is a Tuesday upload, then it'll be tomorrow, aka Wednesday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time. Once again, if you guys have been enjoying the franchise grind even through the summer here, kind of the start of summer, maybe leave a like, maybe subscribe. We'll obviously be doing a ton more, and we'll do a lot more fun stuff for Madden 22. Maybe follow Twitter, Jeromepkr, and then once again, the second channel, PKR Plays, where we upload a couple of videos per day that are obviously non-Madden related. Anyways, always appreciate you guys watching. Hopefully you guys come back for next video, but until next video, see ya!